This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have positive experience playing this game. Would you like leadership club? You're agreeing. Agree. Basically, it's basically just an agreement to state that if anything happens to me and my brain, the company can't sue me. Believe me, Doki Doki! Oh my god, I got that on as well. Good god. Oh, it's loud. Okay, this is weird because some form of well, game of gods. And name. Tank. That's about tank for short. There we go, tank. Hey! An annoying girl running right. No, an annoying girl running towards me from the distance. Running around in the air, totally oblivious to any attention she herself. I gotta say, I'll be. Since we're. Oh, and you. Did I just. You know what? What you mean? Oh. We used to walk to school together on days like this. Around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I'm almost better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk. Let Sayori catch up to me. Everything okay? What the hell? I overslept again. But I caught up to you this time. Oh, I was playing. Oh, that was Sayori. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Yes. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Tank.
Oh my god, that's actually my name. It's creepy. Well, if people are staring, stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become incredibly increasingly speckled with other students, making their daily commute.
By the way, Tank, have you decided which club to join yet?
A club? I told you already. I'm not ready. I'm not really. Sorry about that. I told you. I told you already. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
Huh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
I did? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes likes to worry a little too much about me. I'm perfectly content with just getting on by average while spending my free time on games and anime, just like you.
About how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize, to have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me. I know you're happy now, but I hate the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me. Don't make me worry about you. Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs when it makes you happy. No promises though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry about me so much about me, makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does excess of everything inside her head. Exaggerate, sorry. Let's click again. School day. The school day is obscene and even it's over before and it's as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Ooh, Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom. I just saw you sitting here, spacing out, so I came in.
Proposed the club. She inherited the title of Vice President. Care so much anywhere.
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Not eat me cookies.
Don't make promises you can't keep. Really? What the hell? Nice, that's not funny. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she is cunning to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. Okay.
Let's go.
And thus today, myself a cupcake. I really worry across the school and upstairs.
You staring at it. If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. A small frame makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can ignore her when she's in a mood. When she's moody.
Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest girl, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri's apparently completely more mature and timid. Seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
I take it. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Ted. What is with that pause? What the hell? Monica smiles sweetly. Oh god, that's creepy. it's like a murderous stance. It's like the stance she's gonna slit your throat and watch your head fall off. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come on, sit down, Tang. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me and Monica.
Oh, Monica, okay.
I'll get the cupcakes. Hey!
Sorry, wrong voice.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Okay, I got a little excited.
Oh god, what was that voice?
Then how about I make some tea as well?
This is gonna fuck up my voice. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room when Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori's. Oh, so I didn't get to choose, you son of a bitch. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Woo!
Natsuki lifts the foil from the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes. This decorated to look like little cats. Cool. The whiskers are drawn within the little pieces of chocolate we use to make eyes. Awesome.
So cute.
Wrong voice again. Duh. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know.
Oh crap, I didn't read that bit. Sayori grabs one, then Monica, I follow. Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. Oh, for God's sake. I take the cupcake round in my fingers, looking for the best place to take a bite. Oh, the best angle to take a bite. That's the thing about cupcakes. It's not like you just grab a cupcake and shove it in your gullet. You gotta find the best way. You gotta find the best place to bite it so it doesn't fall apart. Believe me, I've done that plenty of times. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she ready for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, what are you thanking me for? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made him for you or anything?
I thought you technically did. Sayori said.
Well, maybe. But not for you. No, you dummy.
Alright. Jesus, you slow shit. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. About time. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places tea cups in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray.
You keep the whole
tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry. The teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Depends, really. If I'm reading Warhammer, I have coffee to keep me awake reading it. If I'm reading something like Desert Sniper, yeah, I do have a good cup of tea. A couple of digestives as well, just to keep me a little bit awake, so I'm reading it. I guess.
Don't let... Don't let yourself get intimidated. You were just trying to impress you.
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I mean, that's... You know,
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime to me, but at least I enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri finally smiles to herself in relief. Monica what the hell? Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. Okay, that's just creepy. That's a murderer face. It's like, huh? Murder.
So what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make sure the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be the board member for any of the major clubs. Were you the leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know.
It's fucking up my throat.
To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and what? Publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something and professionally enjoy it and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there ain't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your interest, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that what the hell? Okay, I just blended in. Convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that can make much more that make it that much more important. But it's actually kicking in. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. Well, we'll do our best. You know it. Why don't you hear like a slightly male balls dropped voice? Everyone, what the hell? Enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Tank, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I have read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Naisuke's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anything... What? Oh, anyway. What about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourite are usually novels about... Oh, sorry about that. My favourite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them are amazing to me. I'm doing the same thing with Yuri that I did with Natsuki now. And telling a good story is such a forgiving world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed to revel it and timid since the moment I walked in. But obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements. Usually, how the hell would she know the word psychological? Good God, I didn't know that word till I left school. Elements usually immerse me as well. It's amazing how a writer can be so whatever the hell word that is. Brain fart. Take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror books. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something that I can relate to.
at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri may as well be having a conversation with a rock. That's about right. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. From someone as gentle as you. I guess... Wrong voice again, god damn it. I guess... Nope, not that one. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Sorry, I'm gonna have to literally just do this in my normal voice now. Doing these voice for these 3 does really mess my throat up. Surreal horror is often very successful in changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were writing a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems.
Everything about you is just as cute as you are, oh god. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Oh god, I'm gonna piss myself laughing at this. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You won't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest from the writing is writing oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you really have any writing experience, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable. Comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I only read people's poems.
I gave her like a Donald Duck messed up voice there for a second. Oh, balls. I missed that bit.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yay, let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it can help us get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Tank? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Oh shit, here we go. Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose train of thought. Uh-oh. All 4 girls stare back at me with projected eyes. Oh, Jesus. Monica. But... I'm sorry, I thought. Tank. Oh God, talk about sticking a dagger in me, Jesus. you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Sayori, get the hell off me.
Can't breathe.
Hey. Hey. You really did scare me there for a moment.
If you really did count for cupcakes, I'd be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Tank, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Oh God, do you really want that? Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I really feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki I'll clean up their food.
Hey, Tank, since you're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sierra and I never walk home together anymore because she's always staying after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
Be like walking your sister home. With that, the two of us depart from the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Well, didn't bother me, one of them's your friend, so hell yeah, be a giggle. Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Oh God. Alright. I just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess I started writing a poem tonight. Oh God, here we go. Paper valet. It's time to write a poem. Pick words that your favorite club member will like. Something might happen. Okay. Something might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, so... Well, I know that Natsuki likes cute things. Sayori likes horror. And... Where's Monica? Oh, you can't tell me Monica's not a choice, so that sucks. You know what? Sticky. Oh my God. Blanca. Ah, shit. Waterfall? Shit. Dance. Party. Despair. Peaceful. Anxiety. Popularity. Raindrops. Unrequired. Horror. creepy. Uncomfortable. Hang on, all three of these guys jump, but they jump to the height of... No, they just do little jumps. Oh, okay. I thought like at first the little jumps was like how much they like it, and I thought when they jump massive, like the big jumps, I thought it was like, yeah, that's their favourite word. But they just do little jumps for the hell of it. Mouse? Oh god, here we go. Let's see how much of a cock up I did with this one.
Hi again, Tang. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Tang. I hope this isn't too much. I hope this isn't overwhelming coming for you. Making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan just to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, that certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room.
Oh ho ho, zing! She just got bazinged.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Tank always gives his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? How come you and Tank can become good friends too?
Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's just put me into.
Oh, Yuri, even bought you something today, you know.
Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal. Sayori made it sound like a big deal. When it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation.
Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything from you in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah. I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want to be. If you don't want me to.
What the fuck?
deal with it if you don't want me to be. Alright, okay, brain fart.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might like.
Oh, I thought you might enjoy.
It's short.
Huh?
It's short read. So it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could you know, discuss it if you want.
This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked up a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Okay, I've just got a book from a random lass at school. Okay. Well, that's not creepy. It's not actually. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activity for the club, but it doesn't seem to be. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation over in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice the intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from... I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, it seems to be in the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet in for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper into her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered that sentence. I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was forced, then I probably noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so
that's the book that you gave me, right?
I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday...
That's not what I mean.
I just happened to buy two of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go.
I definitely...
Sorry, that's supposed to be me, duh. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, You might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and respectful story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled, Proprietor of Markov. That's an ominous look. Eye symbol. Okay. Eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who expect them from a human experiment prison. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? And write her life. What the fuck? And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri makes it sound like it's going to be a nice story. That dark turn come from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of the story? Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Tank? Actually, I am. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I definitely forgot that Yuri is into that thing, into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's true that those kinds of stories, they change your look on life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the what? Oh God! They made out to be the naive one. Letting their nonsense arouse influence with their. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry.
That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. I reckon. I know what it is. She's not used to reading around other people. She's used to reading by herself, just like me. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. All right. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little bit apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just that something I'm not very used to. Called it. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Seo means by reading in company. It is as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particular bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Oh, bless her. She's trying to keep up with me. She's like trying to see how fast I can read. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you're really apologetic. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy, sorry. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so intended I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of different to turn. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Whoa, well, we're rather quite close. Yuri takes her arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips on her side. But I'm holding it like this. We're huddled even closer together than before. It actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? Huh? It's in the page.
Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. God, that's pretty creepy. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you were so pleasant, since you were so patient with me. Yeah.
Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri's no longer asked me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn on my own volition. I actually did that at school once when we used to do group reading. The book used to be passed around, we just did like a page each, and as it was my turn, I go about halfway and just closed my page and passed it on, because I didn't want to keep the class waiting for me. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like in an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to the other side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be silly. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you. Reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but also second guesses a lot. Second guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but the kind of reminiscence of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Tank, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait. I didn't mean that in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about this sort of thing. I guess I more meant that you're kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everybody. I think it's about time we shared today's poems. Poems with each other. There might not be enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri inhales, shafts from finishing her thoughts. Is that alright, Yuri?
You do look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. I'm fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on the top of my thumb. Ouch! Well, that happened before as well. That does hurt, especially when it's a hard book. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Monica. Well, you know that everyone's ready. Why don't we find someone to share it with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica excitedly pull out their poems. Oh God. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spinal notepad. She did hers today before she even came to school. But she forgot. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a computer notebook. Oh, so it looks like she does this thing all the time. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from here, from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Ow. Who should I share my poem with first? I'll share with Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem. I wanted her to know I'm putting in the effort.
Hey, Tang. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. But by the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring anything up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Tang. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Oh God, here we go.
Good job, Tang. I was going, ooh, in my head while I was reading it, you sarcastic bitch.
You suck, you old shit.
It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's exciting for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's why it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not fair. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to decide their own meanings.
Oh, so she likes the sort of thing where you read something and you get your own meaning out of it instead of like someone putting a picture into your head.
It's very challenging to write like that.
Effort. Okay.
Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them display anxiety all of them.
Okay.
It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I love to see you try new things.
She'd love to see me try new things. Uh-oh. Fourth wall.
That's the best way to find the kind of symbol, the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit might be a little bit based towards their own kind of symbol styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way anyone else wants you to. It's not like I have to worry about impressing them. It's like you don't have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who came to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I'll always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. I'm not very good at reading, so you have to excuse me. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me.
See the paragraph.
Oh, there we go.
No, I can't see. But it's too late.
Okay. That's actually quite good, that.
So what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you could call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
That's okay. Well, that's the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. As a lot of poems have been putting enhances on its timing between words and lines. When performing out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it.
basically it's the main character.
I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets fixed on a specific point. If you try so hard to make a perfect you'll never get any progress. You'll never make any progress, sorry. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen at the same point for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Sounds like a fucking advert. Thanks for listening. Gone. Sayori, Natsuki, or Yuri. I'll go for Natsuki next, because Shimako. Okay, Natsuki. Huh?
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad.
Oh, Jesus.
It was just... didn't expect any... what?
Didn't have that sort of expectation. Ah, right, so she had any expectations. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. What the hell?
Don't you get smacked?
Do you want to get smacked? Oh, that's nice.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you my poem. And I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
So look. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. That's about it. That's actually a bloody good point. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty good, that one.
Yeah. Told you you weren't gonna like it.
I like it. What?
Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone is else high school. It's about writing. It's to be so... what?
So, to be all specific and stuff.
So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But that's the point of poems, for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in the poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the only nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for the rhythm at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose.
Oh, she did like it.
It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. guess more went into that than I realised.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one in here, huh? Did you?
Guess not. I decided to humour her for the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud. Then I won't take that away from her. We'll do Sayori last, so do Yuri. As Yuri's reading the poem, I noticed her eyes lighten.
Inspirational.
Huh? What'd you say?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
Huh? I guess you're right.
What am I going to what am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? You used to imagery and metaphors, and you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Whoa, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at the... Okay, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise in the new writers is that they try to make their style very... whatever the fuck word that is. In other words, they tend to pick up writing styles separated from topic matter, and therefore never together. The end result is the bulk of styles and experience awakened. Once you find her train of thought, it is as if her demon really totally changed. Her streamlining is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that can go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together. Together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but
it all comes with practice and learning, by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit basic, though. A little bit biased, though. Biased? Oh. Well, never mind. I shouldn't really be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I forgot my voice sounded like that. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologising to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts, my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, is this supposed to be a literature? Isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I can't read that. Oh, good God. I lost. Oh. Oh, no, I can't. Whoa. That's actually pretty good. Yuri. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking at all. But it took time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Nope, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts? Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Tank. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more to tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem isn't only being compared to a ghost, or symbiotically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to get out of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more symbolism, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. was really nervous about doing this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Tank.
Ah? Me too. And my mental friend Sayori. There we go.
Huh? This is a good poem, Tank. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course.
It's not that good. Ugh.
I'm the kind of guy who would be writing... Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all.
I'm really happy just that you...
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Why is she with the sad eyes? That's... Her eyes are upset, but she's smiling. She's hiding something. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Tank. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. You know, trying new things like this for other people. That's something only real good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her at all.
Yeah? And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that. Then.
Yay! Now, you read my poem? To me, right?
Now you'll read my poem too. Oh.
Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. You're asking me to come out and play. Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I would sleep forever. I'm not bad. I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I want that bit at the end. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer with just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I
still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I had eggs and toast.
Even though you were late for school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I'd get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Oh, yeah.
But next time, I won't forget her. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills. Even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land over Yuri's and Natsuki's. They briefly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read them in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Oh, for God's sake. Why does this always happen when I'm doing a stream? Right, sorry about that. Natsuki's eyebrows flow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
It's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks.
Yours is, cute. Cute? Did you complete Mr. Symbolism? Or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can it be cute?
I know that. I just meant the languages, I guess. I'm trying to say something nice.
You mean you haven't even tried that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I didn't have to complete. I do have a couple of suggestions.
If you want to look for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it.
Oh God, here we go. We're pulled into this, aren't we?
Which people did by Sayori liked it, and Tanga did too.
Oh fuck.
So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me.
I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anything soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly interesting, which I haven't yet. And Tank liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Nasuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize we were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh God. That's not what you were just... Yuri stands up as well. Oh God. Maybe I'm just overly jealous that Tank appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Oh, for fuck's sake, here we go. A typical bitch fight. Cat fight. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my small? Are you the self? No. If I was full of myself, I would decided to go out of my way to make everything obviously cutesy. Is everything okay?
Well, you know what? I was the one's boobs who magically grew a size bigger as soon as Tank started showing up.
Oh shit.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
Natsuki and Yuri, oh God.
This doesn't involve you!
Oh God.
I don't like fighting you guys.
Suddenly both of them turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Oh shit.
Tank!
She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could, she'd get over herself and learn to appreciate that symbolism writing is more effective. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at you while you're reading, not force them to have to.
Not force them have to
figure it out. Will you? Help me explain that to her, Tank.
Wait. There's a reason that we all have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's like the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting ourselves, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Tank?
Well...
Oh, God. How do I get out? How do I get dragged into this? In the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, shit. So, of course, that's going to be... Hummy Sayori! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Yeah? Everyone's fighting, making Sayori uncomfortable. How can you two keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Tank! Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah. Unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she is.
She would never. It's your immaturity that made her uncomfortable in the first place.
Excuse me?
Are you listening to yourself?
This is especially why. Exactly why nobody likes.
Stop!
Natsuki, Yuri. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because they're different, because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings, which is few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boozers, oh god. Natsuki's booze is the same as ever. Always were. Big and beautiful. Oh, for God's sake. The weird shit going on, for God's sake.
Sayori! Sayori started trumpling. Monica stands behind her with her bellowed expressions. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. Whispering to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader. And I can organize things, but not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As a president, that's kind of embarrassing for me.
Nah.
It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means that Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's widely suspicious that she knows especially what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a gentle person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more.
Okay, everybody. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Tang, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome.
In the next case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. Why any luck would means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound disparagement.
Tank, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go.
Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier?
What do you mean?
You know, between Sayori and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wondered. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Tank, that's nice, I guess. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with the others, with everyone is what makes me happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I patted Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to say to Sayori, an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Right then everybody, I'm going to leave this here for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video and me doing all these weird noises for these poor animated girls. I know I've coughed them up a fair few times, but whatever. So don't forget, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, leave a like underneath, comment what you thought, and don't forget, hit that subscribe button, smash that notification button. Also check out my Twitch, which is in the description down below, and I will catch you all later. Bye bye.